Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Big day today, Melbourne Cup. You can watch the Lexus Melbourne Cup Day live from 10 a.m. on Channel 10 and 10 Play. And I tell you what, I've been loving Michelle Payne and the coverage. Being a previous winner herself in 2015, it's been great to hear her insights, and she joins us now. Michelle Payne, welcome!
Thank you so much. It's great to join you, and loving working with the Channel 10 team and bringing you all the information from the track. And thanks for having me on. I have to say, Kate, you're one of my favourites.
Oh, that is so nice. That is so nice that you say that, because I was listening to that voice and I thought, my goodness, it's been a while since we've spoken to Michelle. I know that when I chatted to you last time, I was fangirling, a bit starstruck. And then, boys, you'd like to know this. I did reach out to Michelle.
Yeah.
It was probably a couple of years ago now.
For a tip? Not for a tip.
No, not. I'm probably the only person who doesn't reach out to you for tips, Michelle. I reached out because on my New Year's resolutions every year, I've wanted to learn to horse ride properly.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, if you've just announced your retirement, maybe you might like to teach me.
We could take you on as an apprentice and bring you down.
I would love that. No, it's a pleasure to speak to you, Michelle.
Well, Michelle, you know what I learned, and I've quoted you in saying this, because when we spoke to you after you'd had the win, the way you described how you could feel how much was left in the tank of the horse, I found fascinating.
Yeah, and I love that, that connection that you have with them. And I had ridden Prince of Penzance 23 of his 24 starts in lead up to the Melbourne Cup, and every track work gallop that he had. So when you know them so well, you know what they've got to offer. And at the 600 metre mark, I was like, oh God, here we are. We're in a position to win our greatest race, and my dream from as young as 5 years old. It was just a moment and a feeling that I will never ever forget. He blew them away. It was
Michelle,
unbelievable.
Prince of Penzance, where is he now, and do you still visit him? Because the way you talk about it is this long running relationship you worked so hard to achieve, like the ultimate kind of goal together. It'd kind of be sad to think that wasn't ongoing, in some kind of romantic way.
It is. I actually asked if I could have him on my farm when he retired, but he's with his trainer and living legend, so he's just living the best life, and he looks unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, I get to see him from time to time.
Yeah,
Michelle, when you have a horse like the Melbourne Cup and it's such a long race, or when you've got a race other than a sprint, what else are you thinking about when you're out there? Do you have moments where you have a song going through your head? Or is it just, it's quite a long time in the saddle. Are you thinking about constantly where you are in the race?
I do remember clearly thinking down the back straight in the Melbourne Cup, because I trained really, really hard myself physically. Prince of Penzance was a strong horse. You'd have to sit there and really hold him. And
right.
Every muscle in my body was straining, just sitting there, holding him into a rhythm, making sure he's breathing and comfortable, and even like all the muscles down your abdominals and everything. So I'm sitting there thinking, thank God I did all of that training.
Yeah, so you had to control him.
Yeah, you've just got to sit there like a mouse, really. You just want to be a part of them.
All right, before you go, Michelle, who's going to win? And also give us a roughie as well for anyone out there who doesn't know much about the Melbourne Cup.
Well, I can't go past the favourite in Vauban. He's got the best, I think, one of the best riders in the world, Ryan Moore, riding him. Everything just looks like it's lining up beautifully for him. Yep. And my roughie, I'm with More Fallons right down the bottom, number 20. He's got Jamie Carr, our superstar female jockey here. At 50.5 kilos. So he's really coming in on a lightweight. Drawn barrier 24, which is the outside barrier. So she'll need a bit of luck sliding in. But his run in the Geelong Cup in the lead up to today's race was outstanding. So definitely, I think, have a little bit on him each way. I think he's around $30 or so.
Good Sydney horse as well with Chris Waller, training that one as well. Well, Michelle, thank you so much. That was, I love chatting about that.
I know.
Fascinating.
I know. And next time we talk talk to you. I need to ask you.
when your horse riding lessons on.
Yeah, when we're having horse riding lessons, I need to talk to you about equine therapy.
Oh, my God.
Because I've
Kate wants to hug a horse.
I've had a little bit of it, and I just want to hear Michelle's thoughts on it. But we can do that off air, and when we're riding around the track.
When you're riding around the track.
Have a great call today. Catch Michelle on Channel 10's the Lexus Melbourne Cup Day live from 10 a.m. Have a great call, and thanks for joining us, Michelle.
Thanks for having me.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.